Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chem Lock League. Tundra's on a 2-game winning streak. I don't understand this season. It has not been going great for us as of late, but somehow I think we can still somewhat compete. We're 3 games back, which I don't think will take the division, but we are sneaking back up 1.5 games of the wild card race. So I don't think that we have it. We already got rid of Gabriella Potter, so I don't have a lot of faith that we can actually get anything done. But we will see how the rest of the season plays out. We still have 6 games left. A quick check on player development. I don't think we can do anything here, or we're willing to do anything here. Yeah, I'm not. It's a shame, but I'm not going to do any of these. So let's go ahead and get in the game. I set the lineup. We're facing off against the Burners, and we'll take a look at the lineup as we get into the game, but we're going to use our standard home uniforms. And Leonardo Owens back out on the mound. We'll see if he can get his head on straight, as he has been struggling. Not anywhere close to the all-star performance we saw from him last year. We get back out to Stade Royale, not Stade Royale. And we will take the field. The Burners coming in at 5-4, so they've had a pretty decent season. It is interesting to see if we can compete against this team. I think we may have a team that can compete down the stretch, potentially. Although we have an issue with our 4th starter, as that one gets ripped down the right field line and just goes foul. And there's strike 3 called on the bottom corner of the plate. Good pitch from Owens there. And now here comes Dennis Shoei, batting .267 with 1 home run and 3 RBIs, but locked in right now. Owens misses away. That one will foul off, low and away. Ball inside, 2-1 count to Shoei. And he'll get ahead in the count, 3-1 now. Lofted into right field, carrying, but it looks like it's going to die out there for Get Wrecked. Easy out number 2, and boy, this offense doesn't quit, it seems. Brindley Splits comes up, batting .217 with 1 home run, 3 RBIs, and also locked in. Has Tier 2 pinch perfect, which won't play in this game. Also has Tier 2 injury prone, as she rips one into left center. Getting to it quickly is Price. He comes up throwing to second, sliding in safely with a double there. And Splits will be in scoring position for Blaze Manning. What a great name for this Burners team, Blaze Tense. Tier 2 fastball hitter. Bounces off the glove of Baxter. Throws to third and not in time. Runner advances, and now we have one in scoring position for Blaze, who sets that one ablaze into the upper deck. What a shot. The Burners take a huge lead here. 2-0. That one goes 477. One of the hardest hit balls you'll ever see. His first home run and 4th RBI. And something that we've seen a lot this year is Owens kind of riding this roller coaster of looking good to looking terrible. Pulled into the left field corner. That'll get down in foul territory. He had 2 quick outs before he goes tense, giving up a 2-run homer and a double. Popped up, foul territory. Baxter will have room as he gets to that one, ends the inning. He allowed the pass ball, which means that's why he is tense right now. So we have 2 of our players tense in the first half inning. Now we'll see what Kramer can do. He has slowed down a little bit as of late, batting .471, swings over the fastball there. Blunder Snow will be really interesting this year, as he, in this game, as he is a long reliever, but he has pitched really well. Popped up into foul territory, and Kramer goes down. Harrington has been up and down this year, more down than up, unfortunately. Batting .323, 1 home run, and 3 RBIs coming off of her MVP season last year. It has not looked good. 1-2, and she nubs one back to the pitcher. Blunder Slow is his name, not Snow. I don't know how to read. And Price will come up. He has been kind of the best producer we've had as he sends one to right field. This one's got some carry. Price going deep right field. Up and over the fence. Wow, that one just got out. He got underneath it, and Zeke Price goes 371. His first home run of the year, 6 RBI, and he cuts the lead in half. Price stays hot. Let's see if Jacques Dennis can do the same. He has really been lighting it up as of late, batting .462 with 3 home runs and 8 RBIs. The bad ball hitter has finally found his stroke. Locked in, takes 2 quick strikes. By the way, that home run was the first run allowed from slow this year. Dennis hits one hard but tails out of play. And he whiffs through strike 3. That was a nasty, I think, curve, maybe a slider from slow. And he gets out of the inning, only allowing the 1 hit, the home run to Zeke Price, who makes this a competitive ball game, 2-1. We head to the top of the second. Kason Crush comes up, locked in. Owens is back to neutral, apparently. The pop-up gave him his mojo back.
No, inside.
Taking advantage of Tier 3 easy target and throwing 2 quick balls. Ground ball into left field will get down. And a leadoff single. Owens back to tense mojo.
The catcher, number 3, Frank Donovan.
Frank Donovan batting .375 with no home runs and 3 RBIs. Speed over at first is slightly above average, I'd say. And Frank Donovan also locked in. The catcher has Tier 3 wild throwers, so we'll see if that plays a role if we can get anybody on base. And also, Owens, dude, you need to find the strike zone here. It's a full count. Checks on the runner, back safely. All right, let's see what you got. Can we get a double play? Instead, we'll take a strikeout. And, of course, Owens, the workhorse, gets injured here. Gets the strikeout. Our pitching staff has been brutal this season. So Owens gets replaced by Booth. We bring in Booth here as Owens tweaks his shoulder. Probably the first time I've seen that one. Runner takes off. Cannon arm down to second base. And Norner West slaps the tag. And that's really the main reason why we have Baker on this team, or Baxter on this team. 2 outs and a grounder to first. I don't know how long Ellen Booth will last. We have 2 long relievers, and we chose not to use either. Magnus Rivas hasn't pitched since like the 2nd game of the season. But I can't control this team, and that drives me crazy. Batting .412 with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs, so he has been coming on a little bit more as of late. I think he had a home run in his last game. Pulls one foul. He falls behind 0-2. And chases one, but he fouls it off. Stays alive here with another curveball he makes contact with. And just pulling foul everything he sees. Right to Compton at third base. Line out for out number 1. Now here comes Amos Get Wrecked. Batting .345. Chases strike 1 high and in. Chases low and away. And hits one hard to right field, but it's going to get down foul. 0-2 count. Get Rex fouls off, stays alive. Slow at 24 pitches already. So if anything, as Amos hits one into center field for a 1-out single, if anything, we've been able to work the count really well. We'll hopefully get to the bullpen here pretty quickly. Norner West has had a really weird season for us. He's batting .357, which is pretty solid, but 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. And if you've been following this season so far, he has had plenty of RBI opportunities that he has not been able to come through for us on. I also thought with that power, we'd see a lot more home runs from him. 1-2, off the end of the bat, fouled straight back, just misses. And he takes strike 3 looking. He loses mojo along the way. No. And Tirehead gets the start because our recently acquired third baseman, Christian Black, is 10th today. So Tirehead playing third base. Good to have his utility, but I wish his arm was a bit stronger. He's got decent hitting traits as he heads one into center field. I'd say hitting attributes, excuse me. But he hasn't really been able to perform with them this year. So we'll put 2 on, we'll put 2 out, and we'll bring Simon Baxter to the plate. He gets his mojo back after throwing a runner out. This precedes the pass ball he had in the first inning. Little Hack activates, and it's gone again. 1-1 count. Pulls one foul. Little Hack will be back. Puts no power in front of him, but he gives him a little bit extra contact. Sends one to center field. Nope, it's going to die. Center field and Kramer. Is that the brother of our Kramer? Hugo Kramer?
The first baseman.
Take a look at them after this game if I remember. Botch Nolan, tense. First baseman batting .048 on the season. No home runs and 1 RBI. Imagine he's maybe a... Jesus. I was going to say a backup. Can't believe we find ourselves in these situations. Hugo Kramer with Tier 3 Ace Exterminator comes up against Ellen Booth. This is terrifying. Swings through strike 1. Nice changeup from Ellen. Changeup for strike 2. Still ahead of it. Will he adjust? Ball in the dirt. Good block from Baxter. Ball low and pulled foul. 1-2 count. Ellen has to be careful here as another one gets fouled off. Ball inside. Tried the slider. He didn't bite on it. And another changeup, but he's adjusting now. He fouls it off. 2-2. Ball high, doesn't chase. Full count. Nobody out. And that's going to get out of here. Got him ahead in the count. 0-2. Falls behind 3-2. And then gives up a 2-run homer. 442, Hugo Kramer's second home run and 4th RBI of the season. That'll bring up Dennis Shoei. Locked in 0 for 1 today. Ellen Booth will stay out there because, of course, she will. She's tense now. Another disappointing season for her. Her ERA up to 4.82. She gets a strikeout there. Shoei loses mojo back to neutral. And Brindley Splits will come up. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. We'll see what she does against Booth, who had to come in the second inning because our workhorse couldn't get out of the... couldn't pitch a good game without getting injured. Liner to Brock Kramer. He'll backhand and step on first base for out number 2. And Blaze Manning will come up. He already ripped a home run to dead center field. No, he pulled it to right field into the upper deck. Swings through strike 1. Takes low and away. Fouls one off. 1-2 count with 2 outs. And just making contact fouls that one off. If anything, this should be Booth's last inning in a normal circumstance. Full count. Booth gets the called strike 3 on the corner. Great pitch there as Manning can't believe it. They get a 2-run homer and from Hugo Kramer, and here's, I think, his brother, Brock Kramer. We'll have to look at their ages and their everything else when we get out of this game. But Brock Kramer 0 for 1. And he pops up almost the same spot as the first inning. Foul territory. Easy play for Compton. 1 out. And Harrington comes up. She's 0 for 1. Chases outside, and she swings and fouls it off. Ball low and in. Swings through strike 2. Tough out will activate on the 1-2. Fouls one off. Bottom of the 3rd here, and Slow is at 45 pitches. And Harrington pops up. Lands in the glove of Kason Crush for out number 2. And that'll be another situation where Zeke Price comes up with nobody on. Slow comes out for Tomas Hampton with a 3.00 ERA this year. .267 whip, which means he has allowed a lot of hits. As this one lofts into right center field. It's going to get down. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. First one did to it is Jimenez. Rounding second, it will hold. I thought there was a chance Zeke was going to go for 3 there. He stops at second base, and that's a double for him, his second hit of the day. We're showing some of that slug off of his bat now, which is really nice to see. And Jacques Dennis will come up locked in. He struck out last time. He's still locked in. Facing off against Hampton here. Strike on the outside corner. 2-1 count. Chases the slider inside. It's 2-2, 2 outs. Pop foul, straight back. Checks and holds, ball 3. And there he goes, Jacques Dennis with his 4th home run of the year. No doubt shot sent to the frozen tundras of Stade Royale. Jacques Dennis with a full count goes 476. 4th home run, 10th RBI. And that 2-run homer puts us within 1. Man, Dennis is really locked in as of late. Same with Zeke Price. Those two are pretty much the only ones keeping us alive this season. Flip Bauer fouls off the first pitch he sees. Lofts a slider into foul territory. It's going to get out of play. Quickly down 0-2 against Hampton, who's tense. Gets a fastball, but fouls it straight back. Chases the slider outside. Nolan will backhand. Tosses to Hampton, and he's going to hold down the fort at first. A 2-run homer, so a great response after we give up a 2-run homer in the top of the inning. And it's 4-3 as we head to the top of the 4th. Start with Compton with Tier 2 power versus lefties as Ellen Booth will stay out there for the 4th.
That's a strike and a half, my friend.
She's already nearing 30 pitches. Oh, man. Actually, it's right here. And it's called strike 3. Ellen needs to get pulled. I'm happy she got the strikeout. She needs to get pulled. Thank God. So we'll bring in Janaya Bango. She comes in earlier than her stimulated trade has a chance to activate. She'll get a grounder to first on the first pitch. Goes to Brock Kramer, and he wins the foot race to first. Donovan 0 for 1 today. 353 on the season. And a foul ball there. Janaya, not a whole lot to work with here. The young pitcher has stimulated, which we've seen kick in. She gets a really great strikeout there. And I think that's 4 pitches for her. She gets 2 strikeout and a ground out to end the 4th. This is our chance to get back in this ball game. It's going to start with Amos get wrecked. 1 for 1 with a single. And Poke Fitzpatrick, who we've seen, will come back behind the plate for Donovan, who just got pulled. Ground ball gets misplayed by Hampton. Back over to first base in time for out number 1. I'd say if Norner West was like was like 22 or 23 or something like that, I'd be more interested in keeping him around. But I think I'll be looking for somebody else next year at second base. 0-2 count. Fouls one straight back. Especially without RBI Hero activated, his contact is really scary. He chases. Hits the dirt, but easy play from Fitzpatrick, who does have wild thrower, but it doesn't activate there. Tirehead 1 for 1 with a single. Hampton still tense. Tier 1 falls behind. And he will here. Ball low. Strike catches the corner. Slider. Another one. That was the curveball, and it's 1-2. Tirehead takes ball 2. He hasn't swung the bat yet. Here he fouls one off. Staying alive. 2-2, 2 outs. And a ground ball slowly up the middle. Easy play for splits. That'll be out number 3. So we shut them down in the 4th. They shut us down. 1, 2, 3 for both teams. And we head to the top of the 5th. So again, actually, I think if stimulated is activated, it'll show here. Because it should activate in the bottom of the 4th. I can't remember. A liner. Oh, misplayed by Tirehead. He collects it, though. Still makes the play. Well, that got scary for a second.
Number 55.
Whew.
Watch Nolan.
Bounced off his glove, dropped right in front of him, so he was still able to make the play. Now Nolan comes up, tier 2 choker intense, in a high-pressure situation. And Bango gets him to ground ball up the middle, and Mackay will not make the play. 35% chance for him to misplay that one. I don't think... Oh, and he gets hurt.
Center fielder, number
What's with the
32,
injuries on this team?
Kramer.
Oh, boy.
Now in the game.
They bring in Christian Black to replace Norderwest. They put Tirehead at second. They put Black at third. Black at third. Norderwest with a sprained wrist after that dive. So he's going to be out a little bit. And following that, Hugo Kramer with a base hit puts 2 on for Dennis Shoei with 2 outs. 1 out. 1 out. 2 on. Shoei has tier 2 clutch, and it's activated in a max pressure situation, and we keep Janaya out there. This is going to be bad. I think we're about to see a home run from Shoei. He gets a base hit to right field. Coming up throwing is Get Wrecked. Will hold at third. So good hustle from Get Wrecked to get the ball in quickly, but it doesn't get any easier here. Brindley Splits comes up, max pressure. If we'd have a full stamina Quincy healthy, oh my God, Brindley Splits this game wide open. A grand slam to the deepest part of the park. She rubs it in by going all the way to dead center field, 466. And that's going to be it for this ball game. This one's going to be an easy one, or an early video, I think.
Number 49, Blaze Manning.
We had a competition here, and we kept Janaya Bango in. We have so many players to choose from. We fight back. We get 2 runs. Actually, Zeke Price with another home run, so he had a 2 home run game. And we lose that one. No surprise there. Between these two, I'm actually going to dip the... I think I'm going to dip the loyalty of Healthy because he has been awful this year. Yeah, 9.64 ERA. It doesn't need to be that bad. And Rivas, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I bought a new controller. Side note, I bought a new controller off of Target, or from Target. I thought I was getting a good deal, right? There was like a sale going on. Turns out it was a refurbished controller, which I'm not interested in at all. But on top of that, it came in the mail, and it was like dirty. It had like spots on it. It was so gross. I immediately washed my hands, and I'm planning to return it. But definitely keep an eye out. I didn't know that Target does refurbished stuff. So if you are thinking about buying anything from Target, just keep an eye out on the description because I was quick to look at it or to buy it without looking. My own mistake, but calling that out for all of you. Okay, Rivas having a decent year so far. Why aren't we using him more? He did go 12 pitches in that last game. And Rossi was fully healthy. He would have had tier 3 rally stopper, his full stamina. He could have come in against Splits there. Oh, shit. Whatever. This is stupid. And now Bango is rattled. All right, so I'm going to go with Quincy healthy with the loyalty drop here. Excuse me. And I'll drop Bango. Not really her fault. Shouldn't have been in a high leverage situation like that. Larson is the younger of these two, so I'll boost the loyalty there. Neither of them are looking to be long-term stays on the team. All right, so let's go ahead and simulate to our next game, which will be a doubleheader against the Foresters, and I'm not looking forward to it. However, I guess there is a little bit of hope here as Blue Hogwash is tense coming into this matchup. I do... Oh, and Milan Tirehead is going to be juiced, so we could actually bring him in to play second and put Black back over at third base. Price is on fire right now. We'll take a look at this all in just a second, but let's see what happened since the game ended. So we lost 8-6 against the Burners. No surprise there. We have a couple of roster moves from other teams. I'm not seeing anybody that I'd be interested in, except for Mr. Abel Lowbrow. I'm going to go check him out in just a second. Chance for Anaya Corona to gain clutch, and she gets power and contact. I'm going to buy that immediately. Withers Gentry gets dropped by the Cutters. That's interesting. Development for Booth, I think we'll do that one. She could lose Metalhead, but that's a trade I'm fine with her losing. Argent Swingins gets brought in. Actually, a starter that we could bring in, but I don't see it happening. Ooh, Amos has a chance to lose Wild Thrower. Okay, so we have some good development options. Let's go check them out. This one for Brock Rossi, somehow still here. We're not going to do it. This one for Ellen Booth, yes. Gets 3 velocity, 1 junk. Chance for more velocity. She won't get it. More junk. She won't get it. Chance to lose Metalhead. I hope she does. She will not. Okay, that's fine. So she develops a little bit more. She looks like a good pitcher, but she has just been so overused. Let's see. She's been in 7 of our games, and we have played 11. So she's only not appeared in 4. We still have 5 more games left. I imagine she's going to pass her 10-game record. That she already pitched more, 10 2/3 in 7 games versus 10 1/3 in 10 games last year. It's so sad. I hate that. I don't know if this is my fault for constructing a roster that doesn't have another viable option at the bullpen, but I feel like you should be able to be strategic with using her, and they are not. That's a shame. All right, let's do this one for Amos. 15% chance to lose Wild Thrower. Arm gets maxed out, and he will not lose the Wild Thrower trait. That's a shame. He goes to a B+. Anaya Corona, power and contact. Chance for more power. She doesn't get that. Can she get the contact boost? Nope. Will she gain clutch? 25% chance. Damn. We are just not getting the rolls right now. That would have made her so good. Not doing this for Mackay. I'm not doing that for Larson. Actually, you know what? No, I don't want to lose the junk. Consistent doesn't mean anything to me. Yeah, we're not going to do that one. I did put a star on Potter again just because, you know, just in case. Peace Ineptitude. What a name. I am looking at bringing in Nuevo Russo to replace Bradley Bartlett before her start. I might even pay a little bit more to bring him in. The main reason for this is just because I don't want to see us essentially tank a game just to tank it, you know. I definitely wouldn't watch that game. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think there's any other moves to make here either. We could bring this Instante Day back if we're gonna stop spending money, but we would have to make a corresponding move with that, so no need. And none of these players are younger. Hayden, no thanks. Potter's 25, and then we get into higher 26 and older. Yeah, nothing I'm interested in here. All right, so I am curious. Did Zeke Price do anything to kind of bring himself into the league leaders here? Definitely not. I didn't think so. Same with Jacques Dennis, who's at 4 home runs. Man, Dimple Sexton with 6 home runs already. He actually has a chance to break the record. Through 13 games, they still have 3 more left. He's lighting it up right now. We'll keep an eye on him. The record so far this in this franchise is already 6. So if he can hit at least 1 more, he breaks the record in this iteration of the Chem Lock League. But I believe it was Archie Barton, I believe. I'll have to go check. No, I can't go check. I'd have to go find a video where I show it, which I don't know where that would be. But Archie Barton, I believe, had 8 home runs in our old Chem Lock League. Jacques Stennis is actually showing up really well here. Zeke Price sneaking up into these percentage categories. Kramer's still leading the league in hits. And I think Kramer, he's up there with stolen bases as well. Looks like Ice Van Grubbs got one in that last game against us. Okay. So some interesting stuff there. Pitching-wise, we don't have anybody except for no walks for Luke Resplendent, so that's something to be happy about. Yeah, so next time out, we're going to see a doubleheader against the Foresters. It's possible we might fit both of these into the same video. I'm not sure. We have 5 games left. We don't have any hope of the playoffs at this point, so I just want to see our players develop, and I might kind of quick sim through the rest of the season. I don't know. We'll kind of play it by ear. We'll watch this next game. Once things go sideways, which I imagine they probably will, then we will turn it over. Oh, I'll set the lineup before we go.
The big steamboat at Lafayette Corner, right?
So Norner West has to come out. We'll swap him with Tirehead at second. We'll put Black, who came in, so he's still tense, at third base. Or, you know what? We can sit Black, put Get Wrecked at third, and put Patel in right field. He'll be able to hold down the fort and right offensively. And Gadman is fully recovered, so let's bring him back out. That'll be nice with Patel in. The rest of the lineup looking good. Tirehead juiced right now, so he looks a lot better than he normally does. That's actually crazy. What do I want to do here then? No, I want Bauer there. Get wrecked there. Gadman in the 8th spot. So I think this is our lineup. Kramer, Harrington, Price, Dennis, Tirehead, Flip Bauer, Get Wrecked, Man, and Patel is going to be your lineup for Jefferson Larson. So he's got like the best offensive lineup we could absolutely hope for. Now we'll see what he can do with it. So that's where we're at. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and, I guess if you enjoyed the content, like the video, please. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. I was actually thinking about, I just recently purchased Out of the Park on Steam. There was a huge sale on it, and I am thinking I might record some content for that, but it's so overwhelming. So if you have any recommendations, if any of you watch Out of the Park baseball content on YouTube, if you could recommend a channel that you really enjoy that could help give me an idea of what that content would look like and maybe give me a better understanding of how the game works, that's something I might be interested in. As you've heard me complain about often, if you follow this channel, I hate the AI decisions during the game, and I don't have any control over that. So I think it's fun that it's part of the challenge, but I wish that better decisions were made. And I saw that there are a ton of settings that you can adjust that allow you to determine like how aggressive on the base paths and working around good pitchers, pulling your pitchers, or good hitters, pulling your pitchers sooner versus later. You can even set them for specific players. So that type of adjustment and settings really does appeal to me. But the rest of the game seems so intimidating right now. So if you have any suggestions, ideas, thoughts around that, please let me know in the comments below. Just want to say thank you so much for following the content. I have been seeing an uptick in subscribers lately, and definitely appreciate those. If you aren't subscribed to the channel yet and you do like this content, would love to hear from you. Would love you to subscribe to the channel for more. I know I've only been running this series, but if you have other ideas for other content, I'm very open to some other suggestions. So thank you so much. We'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.